welcome back to Nature's Delight. My Bible is open. God believers, isn't it frustrating when you think you're being a good person, but bad things happen to you? What if I told you that you just had to go over the 10 Commandments? Yes, that simple, the 10 Commandments. Here is what the Bible say about blessings for obedience, curses for disobedience. Stay till the end of this video. I will be revealing something very interesting about the 10 Commandments for people that come from broken families, so you can stay clean in the eyes of God. So, before we get started, please subscribe to this channel so you will be notified when new videos are being uploaded. Kindly like this video, it does wonders for this channel. And if you without fail listen to the voice of Jehovah your God by being careful to do all his commandments that I am commanding you today, Jehovah your God will certainly put you high above all other nations of the earth. All these blessings will come upon you and overtake you because you keep listening to the voice of Jehovah your God. Blessed and you will be in the city, and blessed you will be in the field. Blessed will be in your children, and your fruit of your ground, and the offspring of your livestock, your cattle and sheep. Blessed will be your basket and your kneading bowl. Blessed will be when you come in, and blessed you will be when you go out. Jehovah caused your enemies who rise up against you to be defeated before you. They will attack you from one direction, but they will flee from you in 7 different directions. Jehovah will decree for you a blessing on your storehouses in every undertaking of yours, and he will certainly bless you in the land that Jehovah your God is giving you. Jehovah will establish you as a holy people to himself, just as he swore to you, because you continue to keep the commandments of Jehovah your God and walk in his ways. All the peoples of the earth will have to see that Jehovah's name has been called upon you, and they will be afraid of you. Jehovah will make you overflow with many children and much livestock and fruitful ground in the land that Jehovah swore to your forefathers to give you. Jehovah will open up to you his good storehouse, the heavens, to give you land, rain in its season, and to bless all that you do. You will lend to many nations, while yourself will not need to borrow. Jehovah will make you the head and not the tail, and you will be on top and not on the bottom, if you keep obeying the commandments of Jehovah your God that I am commanding you today to observe and to do. You must not deviate from all the words that I am commanding you today, to the right or to the left, to walk after other gods to serve them. But if you will not listen to the voice of Jehovah your God by taking care to do all these commandments and his statutes that I am commanding you today, and these curses will be upon you and overtake you. Cursed you will be in the city, and cursed you will be in the field. Cursed will be your basket in your kneading bowl. Cursed will be your children and the fruit of your ground, and your young cattle and sheep. Cursed you will be when you come in, and cursed you will be when you go out. Jehovah will send upon you the curse, confusion and punishment in every undertaking of yours, until you have been annihilated and have quickly perished. Because of your bad practices and your forsaking me, Jehovah will cause the disease to cling to you until he has exterminated you from the land you are going to take possession of. Jehovah will strike you with tuberculosis, burning fever, inflammation, feverish heat, the sword, scorching blight, and mildew, and they will pursue you until you have perished. The skies over your head will be a copper, and the earth beneath you iron. Jehovah will make the rain of your land powder and dust that will come down on you from the heavens until you have been annihilated. Jehovah will cause you to be defeated before your enemies. You will attack them from one direction, but you will flee from them in 7 directions, and you will become an object of horror to all the earth's kingdoms, and your carcasses will become food for every bird of the sky and animal of the ground, with no one to frighten them away. Jehovah will strike you with the boils of Egypt, piles, eczema, and skin lesions from which you cannot be healed. Jehovah will strike you with madness and blindness and confusion. You will grope about at midday, just as a blind man gropes about in darkness. You will not succeed in anything you do, and you will be constantly defrauded and robbed, with no one to save you. You will become engaged to a woman, but another man will rape her. You will build a house, but you will not live in it. You will plant a vineyard, but you will not begin to use it. Your bull will be slaughtered before your eyes, but you will not eat any of it. Your donkey will be stolen right in front of you, but it will not return to you. Your sheep will be given to your enemies, but you will have no savior. Your sons and your daughters will be given to another people while you look on, and you will always long for them, but your hands will be powerless. The fruitage of your ground and all that you produce will be eaten by people of whom you have not known, and you will always be defrauded and crushed. You will be driven mad by what your eyes see. Jehovah will strike you with painful and incurable boils on your knees and legs, from the sole of your foot to the crown of your head. Jehovah will drive you and the king whom you set up over yourself to a nation that you and your forefathers have not known. And there you will serve other gods, gods of wood and of stone. And you will become an object of horror and a scorn, and a cause for ridicule among all the peoples to whom Jehovah drives you. You will take much seed out into the field, but you will gather little, because the locust will devour it. Vineyards you will plant and cultivate, but you will drink no wine and gather nothing, because the worm will consume it. You will have olive trees in your territory, but you will rub no oil on yourself, because your olives will drop off. Sons and daughters you will bear, but they will not remain yours, because they will go off into captivity. Swarms of insects will overwhelm all your trees and fruitage of your ground. The foreign resident who is in your midst will keep ascending higher and higher over you, while you yourself will keep descending lower and lower. He will lend to you, but you will not lend to him. He will become the head, while you yourself will become the tail. All these curses will certainly come upon you and pursue you and overtake you until you have been annihilated, because you did not listen to the voice of Jehovah your God by keeping his commandments and his statutes that he commanded you, and they will continue on, you and your offsprings, as a permanent sign, because you did not serve Jehovah your God with rejoicing and joy of heart when you had such an abundance of everything. Jehovah will send your enemies against you, and you will serve them while you are hungry and thirsty and poorly clothed and lacking everything. He will put an iron yoke on your neck until he has annihilated you. Jehovah will rise up against you, a distant nation from the end of the earth. It will pounce like an eagle, a nation whose language you will not understand, a nation fierce in appearance that will show no regard to the old or favor to the young. They will eat the offspring of your livestock and the fruitage of your ground until you have been annihilated. They will not leave any grain, new wine or oil, young cattle or sheep for you until they have destroyed you. They will besiege you, shutting you up inside all your cities throughout your land until your high and fortified walls that you are trusting in fall down. Yes, they will certainly besiege you within all your cities throughout your land that Jehovah your God has given you. Then you will have to eat your own children, the flesh of your sons and your daughters, whom Jehovah your God has given you, because of the severity of the siege and the distress your enemy inflicts on you. Even the most delicate and sensitive man among you will have no pity on his brother or his cherished wife or his sons who remain, and he will not share with them any of the flesh of his sons that he will eat, because he has nothing else on account of the severity of the siege and the distress your enemy inflicts on your cities. And the delicate and sensitive woman among you, who will not even think of putting the sole of her foot on the ground, because she is so delicate, will show no pity to her cherished husband, or her son, or her daughter, even toward the afterbirth that comes from between her legs, and towards those sons and she bears, for she will secretly eat them because of the severity of the siege and the distress your enemy inflicts on your cities. If you will not carefully observe all the words of this law that are written in this book, and you do not fear this glorious and awe-inspiring name, that of Jehovah your God, Jehovah will inflict very severe plagues on you and your offspring, great and enduring plagues, and grievousness, and enduring sickness. He will bring back upon you all the diseases of Egypt that you used to fear, and they will certainly cling to you. Moreover, Jehovah will even bring upon you every sickness or plague not written in the book of this law until you have been annihilated. Although you have become as numerous as the stars of the heavens, very few of your number will be left, because you did not listen to the voice of Jehovah your God. And just as Jehovah once delighted to make you prosper, to multiply you, so Jehovah will delight to destroy you and to annihilate you. And you will be torn from the land you are about to possess. Jehovah will scatter you among all the nations, from the one end of the earth to the other end of the earth. And there you will have to serve gods of wood and of stone, which you and your forefathers have not known. You will have no peace among those nations, nor a place of rest for the sole of your foot. Rather, Jehovah will give you their anxious heart and failing eyes and a feeling of despair. Your life will be in great peril, and you will feel dread night and day. And you will be uncertain of your survival. In the morning you will say, if only it were evening. And in the evening you will say, if only it were morning. Because of the dread you will feel in your heart, and because of what your eyes will see. And Jehovah will certainly bring you back to Egypt by ship, by the way that I told you. You will never see it again, and there you will have to sell yourselves to your enemies as male and female slaves, but there will be no buyer. Then God spoke all these words. I am Jehovah your God, who brought you out the land of Egypt, out the house of slavery. You must not have any gods besides me. You must not make for yourself a carved image or a form like anything that is in the heavens above, or on the earth below, or in the waters under the earth. You must not bow down to them, nor be enticed to serve them. For I, Jehovah your God, am a God who requires exclusive devotion, bringing punishment for the error of fathers upon sons, upon the third generation, and upon the fourth generation of those who hate me, but showing loyal love to the 1,000th generation of those who love me and keep my commandments. You must not take up the name of Jehovah your God in a worthless way, for Jehovah will not leave unpunished the one who takes up his name in a worthless way. Remember the Sabbath day, to keep it sacred. You are to labor and do all your work for 6 days. But the 7th day is a Sabbath to Jehovah your God. You must not do any work, neither you nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your slave man, nor your slave girl, nor your domestic animal, nor your foreign resident who is inside your settlements. For in 6 days Jehovah made the heavens and the earth, the sea, and all that is in them. And he began to rest on the seventh day. That is why Jehovah blessed the Sabbath day and made it sacred. Honor your mother and your father, so that you may live a long life in the land that Jehovah your God is giving you. You must not murder. You must not commit adultery. You must not steal. You must not testify falsely when you are a witness against your fellow man. You must not desire your fellow man's house. You must not desire your fellow man's wife, nor his slave man, nor his slave girl, nor his bull, nor his donkey, nor anything that belongs to your fellow man. So, understanding the 10 Commandments from a broken place. When it speaks of honor thy mother and thy father, the key word here is honor. A lot of people get it mixed up with the definition between honor, love. Remember, to love is to sacrifice. A lot of people don't know how to sacrifice, so you can expect them to love. You honor thy mother and thy father, for they gave you life. Because just because they were bad in your life, now you can become a blessing. They created you, so now you can become a blessing in someone else's life. So now you can be that blessing in a new young mom coming into this world with children, and now you can guide her or even guide him to be a better parent. Following the 10 Commandments, you have to keep in mind, it's your personal growth. This is your key into heaven. We are dealt with poor family members. God didn't say be around toxic people or be used by toxic family members or friends. God said honor thy parents. Honor and praise the fact that they gave you life. Life isn't always roses, but it's how you deal with situations. So when you speak on your parents, only focus on the life that was created, which was you. You are the blessing. So now you can become a blessing in someone else's life. So you can show people how it's supposed to be. So always remember this one thing. God loves you. God created you for purpose. God created you for achievement and fulfillment. God believes in you. I truly thank you all for watching. And please, leave a comment down below. Until next time, blessings to all.